Hello everyone, welcome to this channel Milestone PTE, NATI and IELTS. I'm Anusha, and in this video you'll learn how to do repeat sentences. You must have heard people saying you must practice, but nobody tells you how to practice, and that's why I'm here. So let's begin. So how will the instruction appear? You'll hear a sentence. Please repeat the sentence exactly as you hear it. You'll hear the sentence only once. Unfortunately, you won't be able to repeat the audio. Next thing is the prompt, the audio prompt. The sentence could be 3 seconds to 9 seconds. Now, 9 seconds is obviously very long, and we'll also learn how to do the longer ones in this video. Let's go to response time. Response time is for 15 seconds. That means if you are not able to speak within 15 seconds, your voice will not be detected after. And comes the number of tasks, 10 to 12 sentences. Let's move on to must-haves, content. If you don't have the content, no marks. But you don't have to have 100% here. 80% would do if you are targeting as high as 8. Something less than that, 70% is also fine. But remember, if you speak the word but it's not clear enough, no marks. Oral fluency, second most important thing. Without oral fluency, if you keep hesitating, if you keep repeating, less marks. Then comes pronunciation. Your accent is fine. You can have different accent, but it must be detectable. Then we move on to technicalities. There is no short tone, meaning no beep sound. So you'll have to speak after the word recording appears on the screen. Then another thing is the microphone will turn off if the voice is not detected. No matter if you're speaking or not, if it is not detected, if it's too low or too high, it won't record your voice. Then finish speaking before the progress bar reaches the end. Again, no recording. After that, the word recording changes to completed. Finally, click next immediately after finishing. Now, the first strategy is called memory method, where you only rely on your brain and not pens and paper. This works for shorter sentences, not the long ones. Now, what to do with the long ones? Initial method. The letters must be written, the first letter of each word. Finally, we have the blend of these two, meaning we memorize as well as we write initials. And in this video, I'll let you know first how to write initials, how to practice with it, and finally, we'll learn how to blend the memory and initial. So let's get started. First of all, let's see how it appears in the test.
Most teaching staff make their lecture notes available online.
Most teaching staff make their lecture notes available online. Now, while doing that one, I did not take any notes. It was easy and small, so we didn't have to take anything. However, there could be longer ones. So now, let's try with the smaller one first, and then we'll move on to the longer one.
Most teaching staff make their lecture notes available online. Most teaching staff make their lecture notes available online. Most teaching staff make their lecture notes available online.
Now, if you see here, I tried the same sentence 3 times. Now, most of you would give up here, but I want you to continue doing it until you get success. Even after writing all the initials, you might not be able to recall it. You may forget what the letters mean. Again, don't give up. You will be able to do it with some more practice. Now, let's do the longer one.
Technology they introduced meant that metal and leather goods were produced there for the first time. The technology they introduced meant that metal and leather goods were produced there for the first time. The technology they introduced meant that metal and leather goods were produced there for the first time. The technology they introduced meant that metal and leather goods were produced there for the first time. The technology they introduced meant that metal and leather goods were produced there for the first time. The technology they introduced meant that metal and leather goods were produced there for the first time. The technology they introduced meant that metal and leather goods were produced there for the first time. The technology they introduced meant that metal and leather goods were produced there for the first time.
The technology they introduced meant that metal and leather goods were produced there for the first time. My motive here is not to tell you that this method is the easiest one, but I can tell you that this is the most efficient one. However, now you will say, but the audio stopped and the recording started. What should I do now? In that case, now you have to go on to the blend, as I said, the blend of memory and the initial. So let's do that one.
The technology they introduced Metal and leather goods were produced there for the first time.
The technology they introduced meant that metal and leather goods were produced there for the first time. Half, I wrote, and then it initiated the other half. However, if you don't write this one, you repeat as much as I did. Maybe you'll be able to do 50%, but that's not enough for you to get your score. Hope you've learned how to do repeat sentence. Now, if you want to practice more with us, you can contact us. And don't forget, if you like this video, to subscribe and like it. Thank you.